This was a mistake. Wait, no, not this. This.
This is Mobbo, the worst mob ever conceived. A joke that's really gotten out of hand. Mobbo was recently inserted into Minecraft by a disgruntled ex-employee. To save the overworld from Mobbo, we needed to send in two incredible heroes.
But unfortunately, they spawned in the middle of the ocean. So we needed to find two more heroes. Two vastly less impressive heroes. Can they stop Mobbo and keep your third favorite crafting game borderline playable? Find out in... Good evening and gooder news. I, Jonathan Minecraft, have identified the traitors who've been leaking the secrets of our game. Yes, it was my ex-husband and his little computer pal. I'm not sure how she did that. Nevertheless, we've cancelled their series, so we'll never have to worry about leaks again, including my future plans for Minecraft. Behold. Oh, it's far too late for that. This is the future of Minecraft. Nobody and no computer can stop me now. Jonathan?
We're too late. He's already thrown Mobbo in that machine that puts things into Minecraft.
Ugh, this is just like our wedding day. Putting Mobbo in Minecraft will ruin the game. I warned everyone about this 2 years ago.
Isn't that still by far the most successful thing you've ever done?
Shut up. We have to stop them. What do you say, Marilla? One last adventure?
Is there a machine that will put me in Microsoft Solitaire Collection instead?
No.
Then sure, let's do it.
See you on the other side, friend.
Yeah, maybe.
Marilla, it's been a month. How long does this machine take to put us in Minecraft?
I think about 50 years.
Well, at least I have company. Horrible company. Oh, why do I say things out loud?
I can't believe they're letting us reveal this one. Basically, whatever you do when playing Minecraft, don't press...
Greetings, paying customers. My name is Jonathan Minecraft, and I have wonderful news. Well, wonderful for me. Many years ago, I was fired from Mojang Studios because my brilliant ideas for the game were just too good. I've spent 100 years, give or take, plotting my revenge. Something malicious, something magnificent, something Mobbo. At last, Mobbo and I have invaded the overworld, and soon Minecraft will be mine. All mine! Yeah!
Well, I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. Or perhaps the game is doomed. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in... Error. Machine was meant to plug exciting new show premiering on Minecraft YouTube channel, not give away our mistakes. Rejecting from universe in 3, 2, 1.
Where are we? Marilla, I don't want to alarm you, but I think we're inside Forza Horizon 5.
We're in Minecraft, mate, the Plains biome.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Along with the Dark Forest biome, Taiga, Jungle and Savannah, the Plains is one of the most common biomes that players initially spawn in. Well, in Bedrock anyway. If Mobbo's anywhere, it's likely here.
With every update, we have to make sure we don't accidentally add any unintentional difficulty spikes to these starter biomes. Even the slightest change to the Minecraft ecosystem could throw the entire overworld into chaos.
It's why we added things like the Sunflower Plains biome instead of the TNT Plains biome. Oh, but wouldn't starting out in a biome like this be more exciting?
Possibly, but it's all about setting a tone. Lots of games start you off in a calm, tranquil forestry area, like Ori and the Blind Forest and Psychonauts.
Do you have any examples that aren't owned by Microsoft?
No. These opening areas are designed to be welcoming and accessible, appealing to new players as they learn the mechanics while hinting at the dangers and conflicts to come.
And when players visit the later, more challenging areas, full of dangers galore, you've given your game a healthy sense of escalation. We start you off in forests and greenery to trick you into thinking Minecraft isn't a jerk. Then we steadily make the biomes more sinister until you're burning in the nether and ending in the end.
However, Minecraft's a little unusual in that we don't explicitly force you to engage with our endgame. A lot of players they never see the nether, or the end. They retire peacefully in the opening biomes, and we pretend we're fine with that.
Yeah, the developers who worked so hard to make the nether update didn't cry at all when we told them how many players actually visit the nether.
But we do have more subtle methods for forcing you to explore. The Plains biome has lots of animals and land to build on, true. But if you want the wood to make essential tools, you'll need to visit a biome with more trees.
And if you visit the Dark Forest biome to get that wood, you'll soon realise that hostile mobs love spawning there 24/7.
It's our slightly passive-aggressive way of convincing you to flee a biome and try exploring somewhere else. Think of us as proud parents, gently pushing you to broaden your horizons and see the world.
Proud parents, longing for the day you turn 18.
I want it on record that she said that, not I. It would appear Mobo isn't in any of the starter biomes.
Maybe they're currently ruining some other biome, and people should subscribe to the channel so they don't miss future episodes.
No, that sounds a bit extreme to me. I think we should just assume that Mobo is gone forever and that we won!
Why don't we celebrate defeating Mobo with a meal at that new restaurant?
New restaurant? Huh? When did that open? Are you sure this isn't a trap?
You ask too many questions, and not enough of them are, why aren't we eating already?
Good note. Hostile mobs! But how? I thought they only spawn in complete darkness now, and your screen is lit up.
Yeah, but I don't count as light. Apparently there's too much darkness in me.
On guard! That's French for I surrender, right?
Prends le narrateur à ma place.
Can we have an unlikely escape?
I'll just have the word food typed on my keyboard.
Phew, that was lucky. And contrived.
Quite. And we escaped those hostile mobs. Well, not to worry. If we perish, we'll just respawn in our beds.
Well...
Marilla, you did set the game to survival mode before we jumped in the machine.
Of course.
If you spell survival, HARDCORE.
OMG.
Wow, you really can't spell.
Looks like we're entering the desert biome. The desert level in video games is nearly as old as I am.
It's centuries old.
In the early days of video games, it's not hard to see why desert levels appeal to developers. Barren wasteland was significantly easier to render than a thriving metropolis. With modern rendering power, we could obviously craft a desert biome with far more features. But the desert biome is deliberately desolate. You don't have access to many resources and massive mobs in the desert biome, both for the sake of realism, a word that for some reason won't leave the Minecraft developers' vocabulary, and because it's meant to be a somewhat hostile biome.
OK, then what's with the theme park?
Theme park? Oh no. No, no, no! We're already too late to save the desert biome.
From being boring?
From being a compelling survival challenge.
Whatever.
Look, camel rides.
They're not ready for prime time.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine.
Let's look at some early test footage.
Oh, maybe they need a little more time.
Agreed.
Oh, let's try that.
Sounds dangerous.
Have you ever had fun? Like, ever?
Fun?
2, please.
Well, at least the ice spikes biome looks to be in good desolate shape. Fun fact, this used to be called the ice plains spikes biome until we suddenly had an idea. What if we called it something less stupid? Oh no, speaking of stupid.
The end? Oh, cool. The biome they originally found me in. Oh, is this new?
Everything is going according to plan.
That's hardly relevant. We've opened Mobo lands in almost all of Minecraft's 80 biomes. Silence!
It's time for Phase 2. Send our guests the invitations.
Great news! We have successfully captured Mobo. Just come to this woodland
Mansion. Remove Mobo from the game and you can have all the credit for saving Minecraft.
Wow, I'd be stupid not to take this invitation at face value.
You don't think this is another trap, do you? Like Mobo's restaurant?
The restaurant was a trap?
Oh, look, it's that guy from,
Smash Brothers?
yes, that's the one. Is he meant to do that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
It wasn't us, we swear. We would never hurt Alex.
They're accusing us of attacking Steve.
Oh, yeah, I could see us doing that.
She's just joking, everyone. We'd never hurt a fly. I knew I shouldn't have posed for that photo, but it doesn't prove anything. Any one of us in this mansion could have done it. We're all suspects. Run!
Mate, you're the one with legs.
Oh, yes. According to this timeline, woodland mansions were added to Minecraft in 2016. Structures are deliberately rare in Minecraft's biomes, both because we want to encourage players to build their own structures and because it means that when you do chance upon one, it feels more special.
Yeah, it's not every day you're accused of a crime you did commit.
Didn't commit.
Tomato, tomato.
Woodland mansions have a strong fairy tale vibe, a mysterious and likely dangerous dwelling, hidden away in the depths of a fearsome forest, like in Hansel and Gretel.
Is that the one where 2 selfish children ruin a lovely old lady's day by refusing to provide her with dinner?
That's an interpretation, I suppose.
Your fairy tale theory's the stuff of fairy tales. Here's how Jens actually made this mansion. Jens wanted a big structure and started goofing around with dark oak blocks. Like all good Minecraft builders, he was just messing around until he crafted something great.
Yes, but have you ever wondered why we added woodland mansions to Minecraft in the first place?
Nope, never.
Not even once.
Marilla, why do you host a Minecraft series?
Microsoft Solitaire Collection turned me down.
Ah. It all began when we were developing our combat-focused spin-off game, Minecraft Dungeons. We wanted a bigger pool of hostile mobs for players to fight. That's why we created Illagers.
We also wanted to add illagers to Minecraft, but where to put them?
That's why we added woodland mansions, to give Illagers somewhere to live.
Why do they get a mansion and we get no house at all?
It's easier to negotiate with landlords when you're holding an axe.
What's with all the wool?
Do these colours look familiar to you?
I'm more interested in these evokers, to be honest.
Evokers? Hey, what's this? It's a photo of the Totem of Undying. The totem is an item that basically gives you an extra life. Evokers sometimes drop these totems, and the reason we added them to Minecraft was to tempt players into taking a risky but potentially rewarding trip inside the mansion.
But don't evokers spawn in raids now too? So there's now no reason to go into a woodland mansion.
Yes, remind me not to mention that massive gameplay design flaw in the show. But that's odd. This is a selfie of Steve holding the totem. Marilla, do you realise what this means?
I should unfollow Steve on Instagram.
I've gathered you all here tonight to share some shocking news. I can prove that Marilla and I didn't harm Steve.
Sure you can.
The first crucial clue was the wool blocks we found in the mansion. They're the same shades of blue that Steve wears. It made me realise Steve isn't lying in the entrance at all. That's just a bunch of wool blocks someone put there to frame us.
Wait, so if I go back and watch the start of this episode, I'll see wool blocks there?
Of course. Don't bother checking that, though. Just trust me. The second clue was this unfortunate selfie. How can Steve have been game overed if he was carrying an item that lets you cheat death?
I'm still not convinced. Lock us up already.
Very well. Then here's my conclusive evidence that Steve wasn't game overed. He's standing over there.
Wait, you actually did it? You actually proved our innocence?
I guess even a stopped clock is right once a day.
It's twice a day.
Don't ruin this for me. Enough, Mr. Nice Jonathan. Let's see them survive Cranky Jonathan. This is bad. Very, very bad. We can't defeat Mega Mobbo without help.
Good point. Let's give up.
Next month. For now, I have a plan. We're going to get ourselves an army. Do you, know any armies?
Yeah, but none of them are speaking to me right now.
Ah. And thus the ritual is complete. Truly, I have signed a contract with darkness itself.
You've signed another contract with Mojang Studios.
I was referring to this ritual that summons the Wither.
I wasn't listening. For the Wither, the developers wanted a boss fight the player initiated themselves. That's why you have to summon them.
That way we can make this one of the deadliest mobs without making Minecraft unfairly difficult, because there's no chance of encountering it randomly.
Wish there was no chance of encountering you randomly.
What?
Nothing.
To help the player learn how to summon the Wither, we left a clue in one of Minecraft's paintings.
Most clever. I wonder if any of Minecraft's other paintings contain hidden messages.
Subtle.
Ocean monuments are designed to be like mazes. Let's go inside.
Won't you just get lost in the maze?
Of course not. Marilla, remember 50 years ago when we swam into that maze?
Oh, yeah, that was easy.
Yes, it was.
Hang on. Why was that maze so easy?
Because it's hard to make an effective maze in a game where the player can just mine through the walls.
So how do the developers stop players just ruining this maze?
We could have made the walls indestructible, but that felt like a betrayal of Minecraft's core values, and I've betrayed far too many people already.
So we solved this maze problem with the obvious solution.
Adding a bunch of monobrowed sea monsters.
Elder Guardians. These foul fish can inflict mining fatigue on the player, making it much harder for you to smash through the maze.
Nice job, Ugly.
You've broken her. Welcome to the team.
Why are we in this village again?
Is it to loot the villagers?
We're actually here for the raid. We need to get our hands on the Illager beast. That was the original name of the Ravager, you know.
Fascinating.
Early designs of this boss mob were significantly more sinister.
But the developers decided they didn't want a purely evil-looking boss mob, so went with something goofier. How nice. Although you could argue that this beast's slightly sillier design lulls you into a false sense of security.
Are you arguing that?
I honestly can't remember. So, in exchange for joining our army and being our servant forever, I'm willing to pay you half a mine coin. When can you start? We did it! We assembled an army capable of defeating Mega Mobbo!
Terrifying.
Marilla, they're over there.
Hey, not bad. Maybe we have got a shot of defeating Mobbo after all. Oh, never mind.
Thank you for gathering the only mobs that could stop me in one place, so I could crush them in one blow.
Who is it?
I think it's the Mojang Studios coffee boy. Coffee boy? I'm a coffee man. I mean, I'm a man. Rah! Fancy a latte?
I could go for a latte.
Behold, it is I, Jonathan Minecraft. Why, what a fun coincidence. I used to be married to someone with that name. It is me, you heartbreaking fool. Jonathan?
Nice to meet you.
Soon the game will be rebooted into my perfect image, for I possess the Minefinity Gauntlet.
Bit much, mate.
Laugh all you want. Now I possess this. With one snap of my fingers, half of Minecraft will be destroyed forever.
We're in Minecraft. There aren't any fingers to snap.
Then it's time for Plan B. What's happening?
Yeah, and where's my latte?
I tire of Minecraft's existing biomes. It's time the overworld got a makeover most Mobbo. Oh. this is bad. Very, very bad.
Bad as this show's ratings.
What are you in for?
So, just to be clear, you're made of iron, but you can't break out of this cage yourself.
Why did we come to this pillager outpost on holiday again?
We're not on holiday. Jonathan Minecraft, my third most toxic ex, successfully mobboed the overworld, but only in this version of Minecraft.
Yeah, can we talk about something non-Minecraft related? I've long lost interest in it.
First, we need to break out of this cage.
We'll never manage that.
Marilla, this is the series finale. They're hardly going to set the entire thing in a cage. Right? Right? Isn't it glorious? Finally, a thoroughly modernized Minecraft. In just a few minutes, Mobocraft will replace Minecraft. I haven't been this happy since I stopped working for Mojang Studios. We're never getting out of here. Oh, at least prison food will remind me of British cuisine. Hey, where'd the mobs go?
They left after you started crying.
But how?
Our door's unlocked. Didn't I say?
You know, I'm sort of glad we're never working together again after this episode.
Arguably, we never worked together at all.
And so, our heroes bravely ran through all of Minecraft's biomes to reach Mobo, which means this show totally achieved its premise of exploring 80 biomes. Be quiet, yes it did. Well, well, well. Mobo, show our guests where they'll be staying. Permanently. Do as I command.
Wow. Why did you marry this guy?
Marilla, are you familiar with the concept of love?
Sure.
Well, Jonathan was rich and I loved money.
Gotcha.
Time to destroy my fourth most toxic ex.
Good idea.
Marilla, he's referring to me.
I'm aware.
Jonathan, stop! Can't you see this version of Minecraft is horrible?
You've given blocks the ability to mine players now.
For 10,000 Minecoins, players can now finish Minecraft without ever having to play it.
Wow, deal.
You've replaced Minecraft's lovely soundtrack with this.
Life is pain, so why not play this game? Try playing it all while you wait for something better.
Marilla, that wasn't Jonathan or Mobo. I did that.
Really?
I'm afraid so.
Yikes.
Indeed. I've fixed this stupid game. The old Minecraft was self-indulgent and weird.
Exactly. That's what made it great. A more sensible, boring game wouldn't have NPCs that can't say anything useful, monsters based on memes, and a depressed green oblong that explodes as its official mascot.
Weird features are what gives the game its alleged charm. Why do you think they hired us, the two most self-indulgent weirdos in the world, to host their YouTube series?
Because we were cheap.
Oh, actually, yes, that is probably why. Mobo, throw them into the lava. Fool! Release me! Goodness me.
Whoa.
No! What did they say?
I think they said, remember me as being really annoying to unlock in Minecraft dungeons.
You got it, buddy. We're too late. Unless we delete this version of Minecraft.
Won't we be deleted too?
If we don't sacrifice ourselves, that's it for Minecraft.
For the good of the game.
For the good of the game. And that's our story. That's why we think we deserve a raise this year.
And make me CEO of Mojang Studios. Chop chop.
Sacrifice ourselves? No, of course we didn't.
Yeah, we decided to just abandon Minecraft to being doomed forever.
Anyway, about that raise. And so, this bizarre series of events came to an end. Narrator bought an RV, drove out into the desert, and now makes bootleg minecoins. We wish him luck in his upcoming trial. Marilla returned to her home planet. She can't wait to see Narrator again, when she testifies against him in his upcoming trial. The production team of these animated shows want to thank the 5 of you who are still watching and the development team for putting up with us. Frankly, we're amazed they let us get away with this for over 4 years. Goodbye forever.
Yeah, bye.
Goodbye. Write to me in prison.